According to the Refugee Center's website, this organization was founded in 1980 by Vietnamese refugees. These refugees would provide basic and regularly needed necessities to the recently arrived refugees. They would also try to help them adapt and get accustomed and getting to know the American culture. This organization helps all those in need, regardless of their age, their sex, their culture, their country of origin, or their gender. This organization helps those in need that are immigrants, that are refugees, and even political asylees. By reviewing the statistics provided by the U.S. Department of the State of Illinois, the arrivals of refugees from 2008 to 2011 have decreased, but the arrivals of refugees from 2011 to the present now, 2020, have increased. Some of these refugee families need a little more help than others do. A high percentage of these families are parents with a minimum of 3 children. These children must be provided a school with a good educational program, and these parents must be provided a good paying job. The remaining percentage of refugees are teenagers from the age of 15 to 24 years old. They also need to be provided with a good school, with a good educational system if they decide to continue school and not work. If it's the other way around, if they decide to work instead, they need a good paying job and assistance on their daily living. They need assistance to meet their basic necessities to have a normal day living. Now that we talked about the what the migrants go through, we'll now talk about what the refugee center does to impact on the situation. According to the IRS website, the Refugee Center is a charitable nonprofit organization with a 501c3 code. A 501c3 code is a revenue code provided by the IRS that entails that none of these fundings can go to a private shareholder or a private individual. The Refugee Center is the only charitable nonprofit organization in East Central Illinois. The Refugee Center's mission, as provided on their website, is to help those refugees, help the immigrants, and help the political asylees with resettlement in East Central Illinois. They help them by providing them with counseling, tutoring with those in need. They also help them applying for government benefits if they're eligible. They help them also with interpreters. Many of these people uh, speak foreign languages and barely speak any English, so they need help interpreting. So they're provided with an interpreter for that can go with them to court hearings, that would go with them to doctor meetings, to school meetings, to job interviews, and or any other situation that they need a interpreter provided. Now that we talked about the migrants and the situations they go through and what the refugee center does to help them, we'll talk about one of the biggest fundraisers they have. One of the biggest fundraisers is an annual fundraiser that the Refugee Center hosts in March in East Central Illinois, more specifically in Champaign, Illinois. It is in a hotel, and they have guests that are invited, but they have a cost to pay a quote of $80 per person. They also have offers to motivate more people to attend, like $800 for, or I'm sorry, $600 for a table of 8 people. Throughout this evening, they play games, they have auctions, and of course, they have their fundraising charities, and they have an option of donating there. Now, these migrants, these refugees, and these political asylees are people that go through tough situations to try to have a better life. The Refugee Center is a organization that's tried to help them continue with their life, to get settled, to to have a better life and continue having a better future. I hope you guys could get something informational out of my speech, and and I thank you for listening.